Hi, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. My name is Nicolette and I am a full-time mom and a part-time Poshmark seller. This video, I was going to pretty much go to like a Q4 sales from October 1st to December 31st. However, I thought that video might be a little lengthy, and I actually ended up having my best month of sales in December. So I decided to just pretty much primarily focus on my December sales and give you an idea of what sold on Poshmark in the month of December. So I ended up having one of my best months, and keep in mind I am part-time, so these definitely are not full-time numbers. But I had 15 sales in the month of December, so that averages out to one sale every other day, which for me is my best average so far. These weren't bundles, these were all single items, and so I'm going to run through what these items were and their sales price and my profit on each item. So the first item that sold, I mentioned in one of my fall arbitrage haul videos, were the Elias May snakeskin booties, which I really love these shoes. However, I did get an offer on them. I listed them a little more than what they ended up selling for, but I still made money on this item. So I believe my listing price was close to 100, and they ended up selling with an offer of 75. So I purchased these for $26.24 with tax. That ends up being about $28 after the 20% Poshmark fee of $15. This item, the profits to me were $60 from Poshmark minus the amount that I purchased them for. So 60 minus 28. So I ended up making $32 profit on this item, which for me is really good. So I would total, amount of time I spent on this item, probably about 5 minutes finding the item online, about 10 minutes listing the item, another maybe 5 minutes negotiating the offer, and 10 minutes to ship it out. So within 30 minutes of manpower, exertion time, or whatever you want to call it, I made $30 profit. So the second item were these Salmon Libby really cute black booties. They used to be shoes that I wore. They were an 8.5, so a little snug on me, and I pretty much would have donated these regardless of the sale or not, but they did sell for $12, and minus the Poshmark fee of $2.95, that ends up being $9. It's still $9, and again, these probably took me about 20 minutes to list and the whole process. So the third item was a wash, which isn't up so super bad. I mean, sometimes you're not going to make profit, but as long as you don't lose money and you keep your closet going, then no harm, no foul. So this was a Thacker Peekaboo clear backpack, which I purchased on Nordstrom Rack. I purchased this for $38. It was kind of going to be for myself, but then I realized I didn't want to have a clear backpack, even though they look really cute. I think in real life, the functionality of it just wasn't for me. So I ended up selling it and made $42 profit. I wouldn't really call that a profit, just because, I had to list the item and ship the item. So I didn't make any money on this item, but it does also help with your algorithm to keep your sales going. Sometimes you won't make profit on every single item, or sometimes you'll just break even, but it's just good to keep items moving along in your closet versus returning the item. So for me, I don't really return items that I buy anymore, that I buy for myself. I end up just putting them on my Poshmark closet and keeping my stats going, keeping my sales going that way. Instead of driving over to the store, waiting in line to return the item, I'll just list it. So this fourth item was kind of funny that it sold in the middle of December, but they're a pair of little jelly sandals for girls. And this was another item I purchased for my daughter, and they were too small. So instead of having to ship it back to the store, I sold them. And I purchased these for $12. I sold them on Posh for $16. They ended up selling for the full price $16 with the Poshmark fee of $3.20. That was $12.80. Again, this was instead of returning it for me, so this was a break-even item just to help out my sales and my comps. So this next item, which I love, it was a gift, but I wanted to try it out on Poshmark to see if it would sell, and it did. I knew it would. It was a beautiful leather fashion backpack, and it sold for $50. Pretty much pure profit with a $10 20% fee that Poshmark takes out. This was $40 in my pocket. Moving on to a Stitch Fix item that I purchased. I purchased these wholesale, these sweaters. The unit price of each sweater ended up being $3. So I paid $200 for around 60 items of brand new with tags, Stitch Fix. I don't remember exactly which wholesale retailer I purchased these from, but these do pretty well, and I've made my money back. I just got them for such a good deal, and I list these sweaters, these Stitch Fix sweaters, in my closet between $20 to $25. They're usually always listed at $25, and then I end up making like offers to likers, and that ends up being around $20 to $22. So I've had probably at least a dozen of these sell on Poshmark, and I sell them on eBay as well. This one sold for $22 minus the $4.40 Poshmark commission. And then I also did a shipping discount on this. Ended up being $15.50 profit from Poshmark to me, minus $3 that I paid for the item. So this was $12 profit. So this next item, again, one of those shoe items that used to be mine. So whenever I sell an item of clothing that used to be mine that I wore and I feel like I got a good amount of usage out of that before I was reselling would have just donated, I pretty much put that profit 100%. So there's really no cost of goods for items that I used to wear, I used to own, and these are 8.5s. I'm kind of getting rid of most of my 8.5 shoes. These I listed full price, sell $25 minus $5. Poshmark fee ended up being $20 profit. This next item is a Nordstrom Rack retail arbitrage item. I purchased 2 of these boots, and so I kept one of them and I sold one of them. So these sold for $68. I purchased them for $29 each. So with sales tax, that comes out to roughly $32 minus the Poshmark fee of $13. So that's $54.40 from Poshmark minus $32, which is what I paid for the item with tax, comes out to be $22.50. So that again probably took me all of 20 to 30 minutes to purchase and post and ship. And by the way, if you are looking for comfy boots that are still fashionable, Naturalizer is my go-to brand. These are amazing. So this next item was something that I purchased on Nordstrom Rack for myself, and I was sent 2 pairs. So this actually happens quite frequently. Sometimes you end up getting double of what you purchased, especially when you purchase more than 10 or 12 items. So this is not the first time that this has happened to me from delivering over from Nordstrom Rack's warehouse. So these were jeggings and they were size large, and I kept the mediums for myself and listed the $25 they ended up selling for, and my earnings were $20. So thank you, Nordstrom Rack. I feel like I purchased so much from them, though, that it's just one of those things. But regardless, I did make $20. So I made an entire video on these Converse that sold for $38. Again, these used to be mine. I feel like I got plenty of use out of them, so I'm going to count these as sheer profit at $30.40. So this next item was as a little Coach signature zip around carrying case, card carrying case, new with tags. So I purchased this at a Coach outlet for $20. I was intending on giving it as a Christmas holiday gift, but I ended up choosing other items to give as gifts. So I listed this on my Poshmark closet, and it sold for $30 minus the $6 that Posh took out. Was $24, and again I purchased it for $20. I ended up making $4. So I don't know what I would really call, I wouldn't call this pure profit since I did spend $20 on this item, but I did end up making that $4 profit on this item, and again it did help with my sales algorithm. This next item, I have no idea where this t-shirt came from. It was in a huge box of clothes that me and my sister compile. Who knows whose t-shirt this even was? It's probably like one of her boyfriends. This was a men's small, but it was like a unisex t-shirt, and I thought it was really cute and a little political-ish for everything that's going on right now. So I had a good indication that would probably sell, and it did for $20 minus $4 Poshmark fee. I ended up making $16 on one of my sister's ex-boyfriend's t-shirts that was just randomly in one of our like donation piles. So this item I purchased so long ago. It was on Urban Outfitters wholesale. They have like a wholesale or like a really deep clearance section on their website. It was like $4. And I got 2 of them. I actually love this corseted belt. I kept one for myself. And this had so many likes on it. Let me see how many likes this had. So this item ended up having 34 likes before it sold. It was sitting and sitting for 15, then I reduced it to 12, still sitting. I finally reduced it to 10, just wanted to get rid of this item. It had literally been over a year. Finally sold for $10 minus Poshmark fee of $2.95. And then I paid $4 for it, so $3. But I look at it this way, I didn't lose any money on it, and it helped with my Posh algorithm. So these jeans that sold, I'm really happy with the final sales price of this item. This was in a donation bag as well. And these I listed high because I feel like this style is super on trend right now. These tight flare bell bottom, high-waisted denim jeans. I priced these high. These are going right now retail, this brand, in the 50 to 60 range. I priced these at $65. I think jeans are definitely a hard sell online because of the sizing. So I don't think these type of items sell as easily on Poshmark as they would like shoes or accessories. So when I got this offer, I accepted it immediately. It was for $45 minus $9 Poshmark fee. I made $36 on these jeans that were in my sister's donation pile. Thank you, sister. And this last dress just sold a couple days ago. I wore this on New Year's Eve like 5-6 years ago, a long time ago, when these bodycon dresses were all the rage. That's the only time I wore it. So I ended up listing it around $30, no takers, just because again, this just isn't the style anymore. And then I just finally accepted a $12 offer on this dress, minus Poshmark fee, $9. So those are my December sales. I feel like I had a great month, breaking even on some items that were just sitting around, not having to go into the retail stores to return, and also making a profit on a handful of them as well. So my goals for next year are to definitely list more. The more items you list, the more items end up getting purchased. Right now I'm around 520 listings, and I'm trying to list about 3 items a day. And my goal for 2021 at some point is to average 1 sale per day. So that's currently my part-time Poshmark goal. I don't expect to hit that, within the first half of the year. I'm just trying to maintain what I'm doing right now, but definitely towards the end of 2021, I hope to have one sale a day on average. So I hope you guys have a great new year and found some helpful tips and some ideas on what to list right now in these winter months. And I'll see you in the next one.